curious. Ever since you started working, like, do you bring your own food or like do you buy lunch?
In this economy, I'm picking lunch from home. Let me tell you that right now.
Oh yeah, because nowadays you spending at least like what 20 a meal, at least 20 a meal.
15 to 20.
15 if you like know the cheaper spots.
I mean, yeah, if even halal is like almost 10 at this point.
Almost 10, yeah, that's crazy.
That's like
5.
That's like almost like what? So 8 times 5, 40, almost 50 a week.
Yo, if y'all New Yorkers, y'all know, like back in the high school days, $5 with a drink for chicken or rice.
Inflation crazy now. Yeah.
Now it's like almost 10 without the
Mhm.
drink. We're not even talking about the drink here.
So long story short, like eating out has become so expensive, or even like buying food in general. Well, actually, I take that back. Everything in general is way more
Yeah,
expensive.
everything. You walk out, you breathe, you already spent money, bro.
No, you breathing, someone, Uncle Sam is charging you money. Nah, imagine that would be crazy. But
No, that's
yeah.
insane.
So why do you ask about food? Like, what's the overall take on the bringing food from home?
Yeah, because based off of like the people I work with, and even like some of our friends like that works like that don't work from home, that works a 9 to 5, like they're trying. I get a lot of questions of them asking like, yo, how can they eat healthier?
Oh, I
Like,
see.
they don't want to necessarily bring like home cooked meals in like a Tupperware because it feels kind of weird because like coworkers are eating out and then you kind of feel a little left out.
FOMO crazy at work too.
And you're not trying to be that guy that brings like some funky ass meal from home.
Oh, some ethnic food. Yo, I know. Yo,
You bring in some fish from home
no,
last night.
Nope. Honestly, our clinic made a big deal about fish at clinic because our clinic is so small.
But they made a rule that no fish.
Kind of like a soft rule, like just be conscious of the fish that you bring. You know, I think any fish in general because of the how small the place is. I think it should just leaks out a little bit, and some people might not like that smell.
Imagine you brought durian to work.
No, imagine. No. Honestly, this is where it gets interesting. It's like, okay, you want to save money, you want to eat healthy.
That's you. Like you
What
want
do
to
you do?
save money too.
Yeah, what do you do in that situation, right? Like, what would be a way to help you essentially like eat a little bit cleaner, be a little bit more conscious of your food, and also save money?
Yo,
You know?
because it's hard to like be healthy eating out too. Like there are healthy options, but like you don't really know if it's like healthy like that.
Yeah, that's so true. And 9 times out of 10 is like those healthy food cost you a fortune to buy. Like look at
Oh yeah,
sweet greens.
sweet greens you spending 20 plus, bro.
Kava is like what 18 a bowl at this point, like 16, 18
At
a
least,
bowl.
at least
Ugh. Oh,
for
man.
just like one serving of meat. It's not double meat.
Oh my god.
Like I bought a staple of Cabo the other week, 18. I'm like,
Fuck.
wait, hold up. You charging me double meat? Like what?
Nope, that's just a scoop.
Dead ass.
Yeah, one scoop is already extra few bucks just added to the bowl.
Dead ass. I mean, have you started bringing food like from the first week you started working, or like was it like a realization and like transition for you?
For me, so yes, I've been bringing food from home when I started working, but also is a transition for me.
What do you mean?
The reason I say this is because remember back in undergrad, I used to buy lunch a lot. Or
Bro,
buy
we
dinner.
ate out every meal.
Bro, it just added up so much where
Ew.
I was spending like $20 a day. Like this was a little bit better. Economy was a little bit better at the time, but I was spending $20 to $25 a day on food alone.
And mind you, we eat. Like we don't just eat like a small lunch. Like we eat.
Yeah, so at that point, I was just racking up those bills. Like the expenses were just too much.
20
You know?
a day. Let me think. Wait, let's do some quick math. 20 a day.
Yeah, let's say
that's-
20 a day.
That's like 140 a week. So that's
140.
you spending 500 plus just eating out.
That's way too much. That's way too
500
much.
plus, and that doesn't even add like you going out to eat. Like, those are just your regular meals.
Mm-hmm. And then honestly, like that just sets it for me. I was like, you know what? I can't do this. It's way too much money spent on food, just eating out. Not saying that eating out is bad at all, but for me at that time it was just too much. Yeah, so I had to resort to doing something a little bit more friendly, a little bit more cost friendly. So, doing groceries and meal prepping by myself was definitely a better option.
Actually, the later years in our college years, like you were meal prepping already.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I remember this
Yeah.
guy, he used to leave the crib at like 7 in the morning, come back at 7 at night. But like every single morning when I saw him leave the apartment, he carried an entire food bag. Like this guy had like 2 meals, 2 snacks, an extra cup of coffee in there. Like he was set for the day.
Yep, that was the day's worth of food in one bag. Yeah, so that helped me a little bit more. So the question now is like, how do people like don't want to meal prep like balance like eating healthy and like also I guess buying food from outside. It is convenient though,
Oh
like
yeah, it's mad
it's
convenient.
mad convenient. Yeah.
Like personally, I work from home, so I'm able to just like
Oh, you lucky.
whoop something up real quick. But I'll be honest, there are times where my days are jam packed, and it's like I'm just gonna get halal real quick. I don't have to
Oh.
cook. I just gotta eat and then get straight to work. Um, so I definitely feel like it's so convenient, bro. So convenient.
That's just what the price that you're paying for is convenience.
Yo,
I mean, also helps to I always make this point because if you live close to home, right, from work, why don't you just go home for lunch? Yeah, if it's like within reasons, like just go home for lunch.
maybe if you drive.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Just go home for lunch.
But if you in New York City, you gotta take the train. I ain't going home, bro. It
Yeah,
about to be it about to be a trip.
You know,
You about to pass by crackheads. You about to see a rat on the train before you make it back to work.
it's like a whole game lobby character navigation. New York is a game lobby. That's how I'm gonna put it for simulation.
You never know what you be seeing.
Nope.
Hi Alexa. You don't even know what you seen or what you're getting yourself into. And you know what's crazy about New Yorkers? You'll be seeing the weirdest shit, but it's so normal that you're just like, hey, welcome to another day in the life.
Yep. It's your daily crackhead walking by. La 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 la.
It's so normal, you're not even phased by it.
Nope. You're like, yeah, it's just a good old crackhead. Oh, that's the neighborhood crackhead.
Bro, my neighborhood crackhead, I literally pass him every morning. He asks me for $1 every day.
Oh man, like
I'm
a good
like-
neighbor crackhead is there. Oh man,
Like
that's
what do you
hilarious.
like you think just because you said hi to me today or like you had a different conversation starter, I'm gonna be nicer and give you $1? Like what?
I mean, man, it's hard even for a crackhead out here. He gotta hustle for that dollar.
Deadass.
For every 10 people he adds, he probably just gets $1.
But I feel like crackheads, like, if they didn't spend their money, like, they have the opportunity to be richer than most people. Like, how do you think they're able to buy the drugs?
If they have the opportunity, because they're trapped in this cycle of just kind of for that next hit, it's just impossible for them to get out of.
But they can make bread or find bread somehow.
Oh yeah.
So
Crackhead makes money, but long story short, that dopamine hit just overrides everything. Yeah.
But yeah, back to the topic.
Yeah, no more crackhead story. Yeah, back to the
Back to the topic. Like, you don't want to spend a fortune just to eat healthy. Like, you want to be healthier. Like, you don't want to be that guy who brings in some dry ass chicken breast and broccoli. Like, it doesn't even sound appetizing. Like, what do you do in that instance?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I did that for a little bit.
What?
I did that for a little bit too.
What?
Dry ass broccoli, chicken broccoli with brown rice, no sauce, salt and pepper. Man.
No bath?
No more water. That was sad. It was very, very, very much like your gym bro meal.
That is the definition of discipline right there. And mind you, by the time that thing comes out the microwave, it already got twice more dry.
Oh, it's dry. It's dry. Like you doing one of those. Like do a hard swallow for
Like-
it so it gets stuck halfway, and then you kind of feel it slowly going down, and it finally goes down. Oh man,
Ain't no sauce helping you with that.
man, like there are so many. Like I was gonna say too. Yes, there are so many ways to make that like even better. You don't have to eat that dry chicken and broccoli every day. Like you can eat healthy by eating actually food actual food.
Dead ass,
Yeah.
dead ass.
So there's just so many ways to do it. Um,
So what do you eat? Like I know you bring food from home, but what do you eat? Like what is like a typical lunch for you?
that's a good question. So honestly, right now, any poultries, any type of vegetables, rice, it's one of my main carbs. I have to eat a balanced meal because I'm on my feet all day. It's unsustainable if you lack nutrients, right? So carbs, so a lot of vegetables like for example broccoli, like bok choys,
Damn, you healthy, bro.
so all that things like salmon, ribs, like pork, like typical things, and
Actually,
yeah.
now that you say that, ribs for lunch, even if it's like bringing food from home, that sounds fire.
Yo, honestly, ribs is healthy too. Like people don't realize this. I'm gonna say this again. Ribs is healthy. It depends on how you make it. Are you doing like a Texan style barbecue, or are you like?
Stop, you're making me hungry.
Yo,
bro.
you can make it
Stop.
healthy. Like you can do like a little bit of a chimichurri, salt and pepper. Let's throw a little ribs up in there for people that are visual like creatures. I'm sorry for the people that are watching this during your lunch, but or before lunch, man.
I'm hungry
Little
now.
chimichurri, like that's healthy. Like it's not it's not like that much fat. Ribs have a decent amount of fat, so it's gonna marinate as you're kind of baking it anyways, right? If you throw it in the air fry, forget about it. So you can do like I guess low sodium barbecue sauce. Remember Stubbs barbecue sauce? Yo, gotta throw it up. Yo, that
favorites.
one was like the southern barbecue. Oh man, that hits the spot.
We made so many things with that. We made ribs.
Oh,
we
man.
made fucking brisket. We made
Brisket
wings.
Oh,
Woo.
forget about it. Yeah, you could do so many things by making it healthy by not even like doing much or even like go super heavy with the seasoning.
Yo, I have a funny ass story
What
about
is
us
it?
making barbecue.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, yo, this was like first week of the semester back in college. I forgot what year this was, but first week, it's syllabus week, so you got time. Like, ain't no one got exams or anything, so we got all the time in the world. Remember how we used to cook something dope every Friday or every weekend? Like, we just get together with our friends or our boys and just chef it up.
Yeah.
This one day specifically, I think we had ribs and brisket. Yeah,
Oh
wings
my
and
God.
brisket.
That was so good.
All I remember was that thing took so long. Like I think we cooked it in the oven for like at least like 6-7 hours or something.
We forgot about the time that it takes for it to kind of let it cook.
We're just slow cooking it up in there. But by the time we plated it,
What time was that? It was like middle of the night, right?
I don't even remember.
It was like 2 a.m. in the morning.
I was
at
probably
that
drunk or something. I don't even
It
know.
was 2 a.m. because we started cooking at like 6 or 7.
That the prep time, the cook time, all of it. Like 2 a.m. hits, we all got a place. We're starving. All I remember was you were in front of me. You picked up your rib. By the time your mouth got to it, it fell on the floor. You're just like,
Oh my god, that thing dripped. That thing melted in the oven.
legit fall off the bone.
Like it was so good. Like I just gotta say this. Like don't underestimate like a good cooked ribs, yo. Oh man, it was so good.
Man.
So good. But needless to say, like all those things that we put in there or add in there, they were pretty much like all health conscious stuff. So low sodium barbecue sauce. So one of the big things about that is obviously with barbecue is sodium. Like it's not a surprise. Like barbecues have a lot of sodiums. Surprising and sugar because that's what makes that tangy kind of sweet southern barbecue or even that Texan barbecue. Butter is also another one too. Like people put a lot of butter in there because it kind of just marinated, but really you don't really need that much butter.
No.
Because it has a decent amount of fat content in the ribs where it's a kind of
Yeah.
let it marinate.
Yeah.
So
So you eat all types of things for lunch then? Like
Yeah, pretty
homemade-
much, yeah.
Homemade ribs, chicken,
Yeah.
beef, whatever.
exactly, yeah, exactly. So so obviously if you like to cook, that's one of the options. But what if you don't like to cook? Like what if you only have time? Let's say if you only have time to bring food. Or buy food, sorry, for lunch, right? What would you do?
I don't have experience with this since, like, I work from home. But I do have a few of my clients who don't necessarily like bringing food to work. Like they
Okay.
work one of my clients, Alan. Shout out to Alan. He works at a bank. He's
Okay.
not trying to bring no meal prep or anything.
Oh, because it's
Like,
a bank.
there's mad people there.
Oh, you gonna cook? That don't smell like a restaurant in there. You bring lunch.
That's,
Imagine you brought fish, bro. Yo, why does it smell like fish? It's a fish market in the bank.
You walk in, try to deposit your check.
Welcome to JP Morgan and Chase.
He actually works at Chase, I think.
Oh, he wasn't a Chase? Oh
That's
my god, that's
crazy.
hilarious.
that's great. But what he does is he goes to one of the stands nearby, and he literally asks them for a burrito with turkey bacon, eggs, and cheese.
How much is that?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not as expensive as like a kava bowl or anything.
Oh, okay.
But basically, how I have him order it is, you can talk to the guy and ask him if he has like lower calorie options.
Oh.
Egg whites, turkey bacon. You can even ask him to not use oil.
Oh, okay, okay. I see
So
what you're
this
saying.
way, it's like he's not just putting a bunch. Because let's face it, when you eat out, they don't have the intent of, let me make this as low calorie as possible. Their main goal at the restaurant is to make this so fucking good. You're licking, is finger licking good to the point where you want to come back and buy it again.
Because they want to make money at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
yeah. They want you to have a good time. They want the food to taste so good you come back. They don't have the intent of, let me make this as low calorie and as healthy as possible.
For most places.
For most places.
yeah.
You know? So what I have my clients do is, if, for example, Alan, like he goes to a cart and orders a burrito. He even goes to like the deli.
Oh, okay.
The deli, you can be like, yo, what's up, Ak? Let me get you can get like, instead of your chicken parm, you don't have to get the, what is it, the,
American cheese, maybe? Is it? what
no,
they-
the chicken, like
the chicken thighs?
the chicken
Oh,
thighs.
okay.
You don't have to get the breaded chicken. Like you can
Oh,
get a
okay.
chicken breast.
So just ask for it.
Yeah,
All you
yeah,
have
yeah.
to do is just ask.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Or if you go to a restaurant, for most of my clients who are trying to get in shape and lose weight, I have them like ideally not go to fast food joints. I'm not saying it's bad. Like there are obviously lower calorie options, but you have less options and variety. When you go to a restaurant, you can ask the waiter to have them not cook it in oil. You can have them put the sauce on the side.
Or you can ask them like, oh, what other oil options do you have? Do you have
Yeah.
olive oil?
Yeah.
Because we know that nowadays, like, there's a trend with inflammatory seed oil and how bad it is for gut health.
Yeah.
Actually, so asking for these things can help you. It may make you seem like you're needy or whatever, but who cares? Just if you are making a conscious effort of taking care of your health, just do these things, and a little goes a long way. So yeah. So
Those are diet hacks right there.
Yeah,
Like,
honestly. And I was gonna add one more thing. Do some research, because sometimes you just gotta do a little digging to find a better price. You don't have to spend 18 a meal. What if you spend 12 a meal? You're shaving down $6 extra,
True.
and that's $36 in a week, and you're already saving money that way.
True.
Even you're not saving money by bringing lunch from home. You're still saving that $36, and it's gonna add up over the course of a month, 2
Easily.
months, and it's underrated. So, yeah,
Easily.
look around your work environment. Like, what are some better options out there? If you work in the city, check the cart out. Like, the cart is underrated. It may seem like kind of I guess looked down upon because it's next to the street, but hey, they have some pretty good options if you just ask. Like wheat bread. Like you said, like turkey bacon, all the
Egg whites.
yeah, egg whites, yeah. So, definitely look into that, and yeah. So it's one of the things that all you have to do is just ask.
It goes a long way.
Mhm.
It goes a long. Also, when I was dieting last year, well, not like a year and a half ago for my bodybuilding show, whenever I ate out, I would always pick pho.
Oh, pho is underrated.
Vietnamese spots. I don't get the pho, but I would always get the chicken over rice.
Ooh,
It's so fun. Like I don't know what it is, but them Vietnamese people like
It's a
their
fish
meats.
sauce. it's a nok nam, yo.
Is it the fish sauce?
I think they put fish sauce in there. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you've bought like rice from Viet spots. Like their meats, they know how to season that thing.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
and it's grilled too. Like that flavor
Mm-hmm.
is so good. But when you get chicken over rice at a Via spot, it's literally chicken, a cup of rice, a few tomatoes and cucumbers,
Yeah.
and it's like what? Not even $10. You full, it's clean. You ain't getting that food coma after lunch.
I'm gonna say 10 or 15. 10 or 15. Yeah, 10 or 15.
Maybe nowadays like around 10, 15.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on where. I mean, obviously, like in other places, it's a little cheaper, maybe in the suburbs, but yeah, I think 10, 15 is reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, another great idea. You can buy this or you can bring this from home. Sandwiches.
Sandwich is so easy to make, too.
So easy to make.
So
and
easy to make.
you don't have to make a whole scene out of it. Like you don't gotta microwave it. Like you
Yeah.
don't gotta make a mess or anything.
Yeah.
Like it's super simple, easy, gets the job done.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta talk about the time when you batch cook your chicken to make sandwiches. Do you remember that? Remember when you batch cook like the entire rack of chicken?
I still do it sometimes too.
Yeah, exactly. All you have to do, like what he did was he just batch cooked. Yeah, you can tell them about it too. Like batch cook and then make a sandwich.
I'm a big fan of batch cooking, like efficiency and saving time. Like I'm gonna say batch cooking, not meal prepping.
Yeah.
Because meal prepping is you're actually prepping like entire meals and putting in like Tupperwares. But batch cooking, especially proteins, because let's face it, protein is the thing that takes the longest.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta defrost it, you gotta marinate it,
Yep.
you gotta cook it. Like it takes a minute just to cook the protein. So what I do whenever I make protein, especially when you're trying to put on muscle, you're trying to eat cleaner, you're trying to stay fuller, like protein is gonna be a lot of your diets. But with the proteins, I just cook the entire thing at once. This way, I have protein ready to go for today, tomorrow. No more than 2 days though. After 2 days, like I ain't trying to eat it, bro.
Yeah. No, it gets a little dry, but yeah, that idea goes a long way.
It goes a long. What I used to do is, I would literally make sandwiches out of it. Yo, we got Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh my god. tell me
Chick-fil-A
about it.
sauce. Just douse it on that chicken. Get some bread. Put some pickles in there. You dad has got a homemade Chick-fil-A sandwich at home.
Yeah, exactly.
Healthier, cheaper. It tastes just basically the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Easy.
That's that. I was gonna say too. Like if you're running in the morning going to work, if you need like just 5 minutes to make your lunch, that's all you really need. Just take a piece of chicken out from the Tupperware, put some piece of bread in there, and then you're ready to go.
You can even do burritos.
Yeah.
You can even do, I don't know, I've never done this, but now that I'm thinking about it, tuna melts.
Ooh, tuna melts is fine.
Just don't make it dank. As
Yeah.
long as it's not dank.
If your office is fish friendly, I highly recommend it. Fish is such an underrated calorie
Man.
protein intake. Yeah.
One of my favorite meals back in college, remember pistachios? Not the pasta, but the what is it? The paninis?
Yes, and yeah, that was so good.
Bro, that tuna melt panini with the salt and vinegar
Mm-hmm.
chips? Woo! Forget it, bro.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh my god, that's so underrated. That
Damn.
one was so good.
I want one right now, yo.
Yeah. Let's go back to. I mean,
Let's go 8 hours just for some
panini.
man.
Yeah, good times.
You have any more tips for saving money, keeping it healthy? Like this can be home cooked or even like if you have to buy it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just know what you're putting in your body at the end of the day. So that's all I'm gonna say because sometimes you don't even know like what's in some of the food that you eat. And if you're a person that is trying to be a little bit more conscious of what you do and what you put in your body, just feel free to look it up, do a little homework, and then look at the packages. It's that simple. You don't have to, we're not asking you to be an accountant and track every single calorie. It's hard. It's not easy. Even for me, I find it hard to even just track calories. But knowing what you put in your body goes a long way. And it's the same idea with food. So
It can be overwhelming at first with transitioning into maybe buying some healthier stuff or even potentially bringing your own meals. Because again, like you're not trying to be that coworker that has to say no when everyone else wants to go out.
Yeah.
or like you don't want to be that guy who's different than everyone else at work.
Yeah.
But hey, like this is your health. This is your body. Like you get one body. You get one health.
Mm-hmm. Your body's your temple. Take care of it. You know.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. And just like everything that we always talk about on this podcast, the more reps you get in, the better it gets.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
easier it gets.
Oh,
and
yeah.
next thing you know, it's basically a part of your lifestyle. And you look back, you're like, damn, I wish I started doing this earlier.
Yeah. No. That's so true. Yeah. Yeah. So it doesn't hurt to just take the step and like start now. Yeah.
So my challenge for you is, after watching this pod, what is one thing that you can do to go ahead and make your diet a little bit healthier? This can be today. This can be tomorrow. This can be sometime this week.
Just one thing.
One thing. Doesn't
One
have to be
thing.
anything crazy. You don't have to make no brown rice, chicken breast, and broccoli like this guy with
We're
no
not
veg.
we're not asking. No, don't do that. That is you're asking for a prison meal. You know, don't do that. But all we're saying really is just do and change one thing. And feel free to comment below, because when you sometimes write down the action, it helps you visualize it, one, and two, it helps you put it in smooth sail.